Nearly 2 decades after he was found guilty of bribing former Governor Don Siegelman, Richard Scrushy is now asking the Department of Justice to investigate his claims of corruption that he says led to him being found guilty in 2006. Scrushy is the former CEO of HealthSouth. He held a news conference today to announce his allegations of wrongful incarceration. ABC 3340's Megan Scarano was there. Megan?
Brenda, Scrushy alleges there is clear and convincing evidence that he and the former governor were wrongfully put behind bars. He claims the federal prosecutors knowingly withheld evidence that would have proven their innocence. He says ever since the day he was found guilty, his conviction has been like a black cloud hanging over his life.
They put me in chains, tied me up in there with Governor Siegelman. They shipped us off in the middle of the night and put us in the most horrible place you could ever imagine.
Richard Scrushy stood in front of the very same courthouse where he was found guilty nearly 20 years ago to proclaim he is now fighting for the case to be overturned.
This is the affidavits, the sworn testimony. I've got it right here. And it states who was in the meetings. They were in the courtroom when the prosecutors lied to the judge. They didn't get up and say, "Oh, wait a minute, I met with 20 other people, and you didn't tell them about that."
Scrushy claims prosecutors withheld exculpatory evidence during the trial.
The information we have today, if we'd have known it back before the trial, what difference would it have made? Number one, we would have subpoenaed every one of those people, and they would have been witnesses. These are people who have absolute truth of what went on, and they are witness to the fact that I did not do anything wrong.
He even went as far as to say the one witness the prosecution had against him is willing to recant his testimony. The witness was absent from the news conference. So was former Governor Don Siegelman. Scrushy says he has Siegelman's full support.
We talk daily about this. He is absolutely 100% behind that. He wished he could have been here today.
Scrushy served 5 years behind bars after the 2006 conviction. Now, nearly 2 decades later, I asked why it was so important for him to see his verdict overturned.
Nobody wants to die with some kind of black cloud, some kind of lie on them. I don't want that marking on my back because it's just not true.
Scrushy says he has not been in contact with U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi or Trump's pardon czar Alice Johnson because he's asking for a federal pardon. He has not filed a motion to overturn the case just yet. I have reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Alabama, who prosecuted his case back in 2006. I have not yet heard back.
Megan Scarano reporting, and you can watch the full press conference right now in the ABC 3340 News app. If you don't have it, it's free to download.